This episode of the Fatherhoods podcast is brought to you by FlyDad, where fatherhood stays fly.
I'm curious to know if you like going back through your catalog or your earlier music and even stuff that you might do today, is there anything that you worry about your kids, you know, checking out or do you even let them, listen to your older music or watch certain movies that you might be in? Is anything that's off limits or something that you'll kind of keep them away until they're adults? What's the strategy there? And like for me, for example, I'll listen to something that I did when I was a teenager or young adult, and it's kind of like a little cringeworthy when I think of it in the mind frame of being a father. But I'm also of the mindset that, you know as an artist, you should create without boundaries, and nothing's off limits. And I kind of want to instill that in my kids, especially if they're kind of going in the direction of being creatives and artists. um which I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest with you. But if they did, I want them to express themselves however they feel, um like however they feel, period. So I'm just wondering, how does it that you approach that? Do you shelter them from some things from your own content that you've created? And how do what's your view on that?
Yeah, that's a good question. Man, they were just watching YouTube videos of daddy's videos the other day, which is funny, but we were watching the edited version. So what I try to do is I'm perfectly fine with them listening to content because it creates conversation. I'm definitely, depending on their age, there's certain songs that they shouldn't listen to until they get older, obviously, like pee popping or something like that. But for the most part, as long as they're listening to the edited versions and not trying to say any of the curse words, I feel like, and they ask me what it's about, I try to explain it to them. Because man, before you know it, our kids are going to be grown. You don't want to necessarily shelter everything from them. You just have to deal with it accordingly to their age group, and it's good to create conversation for them to ask questions because it opens up a just very, very great line of communication with them. They're a lot smarter than we give them credit for.